Hello guys, and welcome to my D&D show miniseries, second miniseries part 2, and today I'm going to be talking about D&D and Wii, D&D and my experiences on the wider internet. So luckily for me, although generally not so, having slightly less goodness in the world, there has been any proper Critical Roles since my last D&D miniseries. There has been one episode, which was the live episode, which was fantastic. I do like the fact that they managed to get the tone for making the show live perfect, in that it didn't change the dynamic on set. They still had Laura burping, and they still had kind of the natural banter between the players without it turning just for laughs with the audience, and yet the audience interaction was perfectly synced as well, like the crickets and, you know, the laughter and all those sort of things. It was actually perfectly timed. It wasn't too in your face, it wasn't distracting for people watching online, but equally you can get the sense of the experience getting it live and how the energy changed. Just a little bit, but not enough to change the overall effect, which was perfect. I loved character development for the twins. Of all the other characters have had their kind of arcs, that you've had those character developments. Obviously, Keyleth has had a mission to Pyra. We've had the and her whole business with the Fire Ashari generally, and you get to meet her father. Percy's had his entire Whitestone arc. Grog has faced off with Kevdak. Spoilers, by the way, these are always spoilery, I apologise, but they're always going to be spoilery. And obviously Scanlan has had his experience with Kaylee. So they've all had these really big character moments, and the twins are the only ones that have really kind of been neglected in that front. Not genuinely good, they just haven't had time to have that arc yet. So it's really great to see their little sister and their father on set and get to know their heritage in that way. And I found that really fascinating. I don't think there was much for the actual actors, there was much that was covered for new, other than the fact that you kind of got to see their father kind of defend his culture, and defend his treatment of his children in the name of his culture, and kind of see the overarching culture that kind of crushed them as children and got them to where they were. Seeing that sort of defensive line is something that I don't think they would have experienced before, but I think at the same time nothing really changed for those characters. It was more for the audience's sake and to revisit that concept. The little sister was really cute. It's just a shame there was that video glitch, so we don't really know what happened, other than that she was cute. I wish that we could have had a little bit more interaction with her, but I'm sure she was adorable. I think with elven children they age slower, so that kind of makes more sense that she was very young and very childish, but it was very cute. Garmelie and the hats, amazing, beautiful, right on point, lovely. Having character development for Trinket, especially now that Vex has learnt speak with animals, or speak with beasts, or whatever that spell is, having Trinket actually have that level of character development is really good, especially as it's always a risk when you have animal characters who automatically have slightly lower AC or slightly lower hit points. Trying to keep the entire party alive, it's really challenging, especially with these characters who are kind of side characters, they're not your heroes. And even though Trinket is a force to be reckoned with, trying to keep him up with the rest of the players, and not making me a liability in battle is a real challenge for the DM, and so I really like that Matt Mercer's giving him bonuses and abilities to stat up with, and the interaction with the Spirit Bear was amazing, and I really, it was crammed in at the last minute at the end of that episode, but it was fantastic and very well done, which I very much enjoyed. And the visuals, the fan art, I've seen 2 excellent pictures. I'll try and remember to post them in the description, but yeah, fantastic work, and a really great visual aesthetic to end the game on. There's a lot of kind of things that can happen in the next couple of episodes, and this is the first real campaign that we've had in this series. Going into the Feywild is the first real campaign that we've had in the series for quite some time. The last real, actually, campaign type setting was way back in the Underdark, where you have the challenge areas and you have an entire large environment to explore. Since then it's been, you know, going back into from civilization, tidy up loose ends, and character excursions. This is the first true set to destiny environmental campaign. It's travelling through the Feywild. We've got the forest that we need to pass through, and another thing we need to pass through, and another thing that we can pass through, and it's very refreshing. It's actually, it's quite nice because I kind of have nostalgia for the Underdark section, which was, it was only a year and a half ago, but still, or a year ago, whatever. But I'm really looking forward to seeing how this plotline develops, whether or not Garmy will become a new Clarota. I doubt it, but it's going to be a new and interesting pathway as a guide type role with a very different set of skills and a very different personality. But overall, I'm excited. I'm going to stop talking about Critical Role because that's what I've got to say about this episode. I really enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed it too. I hope there'll be more live shows. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the next coming week, and that's it for this part of the mini-series. See you in a moment. Bye.